in Cleveland 12-5. Emilio Pagan had his first victory of the year as the Tigers disposed of the Angels 2-1. The Reds combined for a 4-hitter as they defeated the A's in Oakland 5-3. The Stros allowed only 5 hits in the game as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 1-0. Claudio Gonzalez earned his first victory of the season as the Marlins grabbed one from the Cubs 3-2. Chase Whitley got his 3rd win this season, helping the Brewers grab the win over the Nationals 2-1. The Rangers picked up 14 hits in total as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 8-4. The St. Louis Cardinals launched 3 home runs as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 7-2. Enrique Valentin earned the 3rd W of his season, leading the Rockies to a win over the Giants 3-2. The Braves hit 3 long balls as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 10-8. The New York Mets amassed 14 hits in the game as they secured a win in extra innings over the Padres 10-7. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors.
And welcome inside beautiful Oriole Park at Camden Yards here in Baltimore. Tonight, it's an AL Eastern Division matchup between the Boston Red Sox and the Baltimore Orioles. The Red Sox will try to complete the series sweep on the road against their division rivals right after this. Yonny Chirinos will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, hey, D-Row, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. D-Row, getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
Good night for baseball all in all. Game time temperatures. Hit high and deep is straight away right field. Back goes Harper on the warning track. He makes the catch. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, you know one thing. You have to be careful with Mitch Moreland. Looking at the stats, he's hitting over 400 versus right-handed pitching this season. He's obviously facing a right.
Oh, and now meanwhile, this ball is cranked out to straightaway center field, and this one is going to leave the yard. It's a home run. Mitch Moreland with a solo home run, giving him an even 150. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0.
Well, how do you beat the shift? You hit it over the shift, of course. You can't play guys up in the sky, so he lifts this one up and out of here.
Batting third, the right fielder.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. And he puts it on the ground to second. There to get it is Kinsler on to first, and Markakis is retired, 2 away.
Batting fourth.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. And this is low, ball 1. And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Woody Keller, this is my nightmare. He likes to call a pitch above the zone, above the belt. I know guys say those.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. The Red Sox are on the board thanks to the solo home run. On to the bottom of the first, and Boston has the early 1-0 lead. Brian McHenry, a left-hander from Massachusetts, will be doing the starting pitching here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you can only win your first big league game once, and in his last start, he did just that. I'm sure that ball is put away someplace very special. Nothing more he'd like to do than get win number 2 here in this one.
Here's Juan Lagares. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder, Juan Lagares.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
The windup and the 0-1. Hit hard to the right, but foul. McHenry is a strikeout master on the mound. It will not be uncommon to see him reach a double-digit strikeout total when he goes out there. He uses that to his advantage in just about every start.
He sure does, Matty V. And I think one of the keys for him is he gets ahead in the count early. You'll know if he's on when he gets strike 1, strike 2 early on, and then he expands the zone, has great command of his pitches, and has a knack for making hitters chase pitches out of the strike zone.
And now he'll reconsider as he looks for a strikeout pitch. The 0-2 once more. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The next 0-2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Mark, how do they bounce back and avoid the dreaded sweep?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that They have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
Hit down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. A swing and a ground ball to third. There is Seager. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting third.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1.
I love the aggressive approach by this pitcher right now, getting on the mound and getting ahead of the first 3 guys he faces.
Seager calls for it, and that retires the side. Stepping in, Aaron Hicks took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sent on the ground out to second. Kinsler's there for it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the second baseman.
Here's Brian Dozier now, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Well, today's game provides the Red Sox with the chance to complete a series sweep, guys.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
That's the game plan right there. Elevate the sinker from the offensive standpoint. That's what they talked about in the hitters meeting. And on the flip side, if the pitcher doesn't get that pitch down, there's going to be a call to the pen short.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Ripped down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
I think the whole ballpark knew he was going to go with the sinker right there to induce the double play. The only problem is he can't guarantee it's going to be hit right at one of his infielders. Tough luck.
Here now is Mike Zunino, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. The average sits at 286 here to start play. 11 home runs, 26 RBIs. And he misses low with it. 2-0. Zunino is looking like a near lock at this point to be an all-star representing the American League. He is currently the leading vote getter at catcher.
Hey, hats off to this guy right now. It wouldn't have been my first guess if I was thinking about who was leading at this position. But you know what? He's played very well this year, and the fans certainly have taken notice.
And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only 1 away.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
In now is Pedro Alvarez, and you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Dozier, the runner at third. Seager on second. Zunino at first. 1 gone. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle-of-the-order power guy.
Now the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. David Peralta is on deck. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
Set. Here's the 3-1. 3-2 now. Red Sox on top in the early going. 1-0 as we play the second. Popped him up. Kiner Falefa has a play. And that's the second out of the inning. Back to the top of the order now. And up next, the outfielder David Peralta. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. Lined hard down the line in right. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Ready with the 1-1. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. And he lays off again, ball 3.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
Swing and a miss at the splitter, 3-1, and it's 3-2 now.
Hey, this is a huge pitch right here. It would be demoralizing to watch this inning slip away.
Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field, but that'll hit off the wall in left center. He pulls into third safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Man, they already hit 1 home run, and I thought they had a second one right there. Not quite enough behind it, though, as it banged off the wall for a double. He's giving up a fair amount of solid contact right now.
Standing in now, Mitch Moreland, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. The 0-1 offering. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here's the 0-2, and that one got a piece of him.
Yeah, there's no question that this one got away from him. He was cruising, had him down 0-2 with 2 outs, and he's going to be pretty unhappy with that. You never want to give an offense new life in an inning.
In now, Nick Markakis, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score any more here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
2-0 now. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Gonna have to make some good pitches here.
Now a ball lined to the left side. The set and the 3-1 pitch. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Man, when you're trailing, you hate to give up any runs, but walking one in is especially painful. Now the lead is extended, and a base hit could blow the lid right off this thing.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So they do get 3 that inning. That's the good news. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He was hitless in the shutout last night.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Oh, and no time to get him at first, not with his speed, and that'll go down as an infield single. Hold on here, though. That was really a close play, so they're checking to see if they want to challenge that safe call.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, umpires look ready, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and it ends up being a well-used challenge there. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Peralta's under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting 6th.
At the plate, Tyler White will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone.
So far, this has been a very good outing for this guy. Listen, he doesn't have the best stuff, but when he needs to...
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
You can see that this wasn't that difficult to play as it headed up the middle, but it might have taken a funny hop there, and he couldn't make the play on it.
Runner at first following the error, and standing in the rookie outfielder Alexander Healy. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Orioles leave 1. They trail here 4-0. So digging in now, Aaron Hicks. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Harper. A leap, but it's off his glove. The relay, and this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases.
Now batting, shortstop.
One pitch, one swing of the bat, and they've got a man in scoring position just like that. On the mound, he's probably happy it stayed in the yard. He jumped all over the first thing he saw and almost got to round the bases.
Into the box, Brian Dozier. High in the air out to center field. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. The relay throw, and he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone. Now to the plate, Kyle Seager. First pitch of the at-bat. And a ball 1-0. Hicks stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Seager Stands at 6 foot even. Bats left, throws right. Is certainly hoping to be honored as an all-star this year, but he's sort of on the fringe right now. Currently third in fan votes at second base.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head toward.
And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Now a 5-0 lead.
Now batting, the catcher, Mike Zunino.
So one gone in the inning here with a runner at first, and that'll bring up the catcher, Mike Zunino. From the belt, the pitch. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. A ball and a strike to Mike Zunino. One and two to the Red Sox catcher. Runner at first here, one man out.
The third baseman, number
at the plate, Pedro Alvarez. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. And he looks at a ball. 1-2. 2 out with the man at first. Lays off 2-2 now.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Throw won't get him. Here comes the Baltimore skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight.
Number 18.
So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. David Peralta is in for the third time as he looks at a ball high. It's 1-0. 1-0 count. Here it is.
Playing second base.
And this catches the outside corner, strike one.
Kyle Seager.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Harper. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Red Sox settle for just the one. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Red Sox 5.
Welcome back. As the Orioles look to get the offense going here in the third, this is a lineup that has had its struggles this season. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening. So he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
All right, Heidi, thank you. First pitch on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Down the first baseline. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Batting ninth, the catcher.
Standing in, Aramis Garcia. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Cut fastball above the letters, a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now. Orioles still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
You can pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
The center fielder.
Now at the plate, Juan Lagares. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. The 0-1 pitch. And here's a foul ball just off to the right as they get ahead of him here. 0-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Well, Matt, I talked with manager Alex Cora during the break about his thoughts on the Red Sox hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the 4th inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it's gone as they add still another. So a solo shot down the line in left, his second home run of the game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. Into the box now, Nick Markakis. So ground this one fouled off to the left side. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. 6 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. High and deep to right center. Back goes Harper at the track. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
George.
There's a deep fly ball. Doesn't quite get out of the ballpark, but it hits in the right spot as it bounces off that hard warning track and over the wall for a ground rule double. Not sure if he had triple on his mind, but I doubt he'll complain too much about getting to coast into second base.
1 ball, no strikes, the count. Markakis leads off second with nobody out. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
No strike.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
3-0
No, that's
now.
the ball. Too low.
The 3-0 pitch is taken, strike one.
Snuck that high, hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
He loses him on ball 4. Ready for another shot now. Aaron Hicks. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And he fouls this one off. First and second here with nobody out. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Two balls and 2 strikes to Hicks now. The 2-2. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. Digging in to try it again, Brian Dozier. It was a fly out for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
Playing 11, 1-1.
6 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score. 2 balls and a strike to Dozier.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Oh, this ball is hammered out to deep center field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
The batter, number 50.
Stepping in now, Kyle Seager. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Into the corner and slicing foul. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
The 1-2. This one is smashed down the right field line. That's going to stay fair, and it's going to be back-to-back home runs. A solo home run here for Kyle Seager, number 11 for him on the season, as they just continue to pour it on here. Well, they've got the elevate and celebrate thing working in this one, guys. That was their 4th big fly of the game.
Matty V, D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. 4th round tripper of the game so far.
Yeah, you're watching this pitcher. He's just not executing on both sides. They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happening.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. And that misses 1-1.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there. And it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take.
He swings and crushes it. Oh, my, there is no doubt about this one. And they've done it again. Back-to-back-to-back home runs.
Well, this is amazing right here. 3 home runs in a row. I've actually been a part of a similar situation sandwiched in between Rafael Furcal and Gary Sheffield back in the early 2000s. What a moment. All the boys are going nuts. For 3 guys to do it, it's pretty special.
Pedro.
Standing in now, Pedro Alvarez. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. But that is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. The 1-2. Is laid off for ball 2. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Digging in now, David Peralta. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A count of 1 ball 1 strike to David Peralta. 2-1 now to the Boston leadoff hitter.
2-1.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Well, as a leadoff man, the team looks for you to get on base any way you can. This isn't the preferred route, at least for him, but hey, they'll take it.
In now, Mitch Moreland, as he lines it out to center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Wow, this guy must be a glutton for punishment because he's given up 6 hits in this inning alone. Not sure how much more rope you can give this guy. At some point, you have to try somebody different.
So stepping in, Nick Markakis. And this is just the eye test talking here, but this reliever looks fatigued to me. Doesn't seem like his stuff is really effective right now.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that, Matty. He's allowed a couple of runners to reach here in the inning,
and the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. But tack on 6 more as they just continue to turn it on in this one. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Red Sox lead it 11-0. So now up steps Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Third baseman, Isaiah.
Weak grounder down the line at third. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batting, right fielder.
So one gone in the inning now, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Bryce Harper. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth.
Now batting.
Striding into the box, Trey Turner. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head into the middle part of this game. How about 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes? If he continues to do that, he just might finish this one.
Count remains at 0-2.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. They trail in this one 11-0. Here's George Springer. He'll start off the fifth in this one.
The center fielder.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just off the outside that time. Laid off for a ball. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
We're playing 2-2.
And a full count to George Springer. It's 3-2. Aaron Hicks will be next. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. And it's into the bullpen. A home run. Into the box now, Aaron Hicks.
Aaron.
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And here's a splitter that's inside as he's forced to jitterbug out of the way there.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
No.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. No outs, nobody on. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll be off the wall in right center. Around second now and headed for third. The relay, and he's out at third. Might have gotten a little greedy that time. Ready now, Brian Dozier. He went deep to the tune of a 3-run job his last time up.
Boy, this guy right here on that last AB, how about...
And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. And this one is gone. A home run. Stepping in now, Kyle Seager. So go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. So far this season, Seager brings in a batting average resting just under .320, and they'll look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here. Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field, and that is off the wall in right field. And he will make it up to second as he advances on the throwing miscue. My goodness.
Well, when you're hitting the ball as well as he is, every time you swing the bat, you're thinking the ball's leaving the ballpark. He had a home run last time, and he almost had another one here. Nothing wrong with a double off the wall, though.
Into the box, Mike Zunino. And this one's in the dirt. The throw will go to third, and they say he beat the throw safe at third.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Ball one, as that one didn't really threaten the inside corner.
It's clear to me he's absolutely hitting the wall out there. When you start missing like that, you're not working with your best stuff anymore.
Now here's a swing and a ground ball for Kinsler at second base. The first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
2 runs already home, and now you can make it 3. Good job right there of keeping it simple and putting the ball in play.
Stepping into the box, Pedro Alvarez. He flew out in his last at-bat. In there, strike one.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Harper has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Red Sox are. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. This is on the ground over to first. Moreland's there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Tyler White. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. 1-0 the count. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike one. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
On to Moreland, and that's in time for the second out.
Up next for the Orioles.
At the plate, Alexander Healy. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. In there at the knees, strike one. 0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2.
Hey, this offense needs to check themselves right now. They have to find a way to get somebody on base and get this guy out of the stretch and make him a little bit uncomfortable. I mean, they're 1 strike away from being shut out through 5.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So the batting order turns over now and set to go David Peralta. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
The 1-0. A ball and a strike now. The 1-1. And it's fouled away. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Well, what do you do when guys keep fouling pitches off like this? I guess you could back them off the plate by throwing one inside.
Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
And he'll put this away for the second out.
The batter.
Two men are gone now in the Boston half of the sixth. And standing in, the powerful right fielder, Nick Markakis. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike one. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. No. Fastball well outside. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. He'll start things off in the Baltimore sixth.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit well on the ground to first. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning. Here comes the first pitch. Laid off, but a cold strike as that caught the outside. One out, nobody on. He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike two.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Aramis Garcia becomes out number 2 this inning. Juan Lagares is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. There's strike 2 as the hanging slider was let go.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. 2 out, nobody on. At the letters, but called high. It's a ball.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his team.
And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now. Danny Barnes enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Standing in, George Springer. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. George Springer is retired to start out the 7th. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. And it'll remain 1-2 as this is fouled back right off the catcher's mask that time, as he may need a second to clear the cobwebs here. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Brian Dozier, already a pair of long balls on his line in this one, so we'll see what else he has in store here. Fouled away. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. One and two to the Boston shortstop.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3. So striding in,
Leading
Isaiah
off
Kiner
for the
Falefa.
Orioles,
He was retired via the
third
ground
baseman,
ball last time up.
Isaiah
That one's down
Kiner
around the knees,
Falefa.
taken for a strike. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Peralta's under it. 1 out.
now batting, right fielder.
1 gone now in the
Right.
Baltimore 7th, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
On he pops it up. There to pull it in is Alvarez, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, number 7.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Trey Turner. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. There is Dozier, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. Digging in, Kyle Seager. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout it screams to the modern day of baseball. The 3 true outcomes. These guys aren't worried about hitting singles. They're trying to stop traffic over that fence.
D-Roy, it can't be better said. I think the day and age right now for pitchers is you have to approach just about every pitch like it's a 2-strike pitch. No get-me-over curveballs, no get-me-over changeups. Every pitch has to be thrown with a purpose.
Seager, right field, and carrying well. Back goes Harper. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting,
Riding in, Mike Zunino. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0. Now the 2-0. And he fouls this one off. Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full, 3-2.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
the third baseman, number 24.
In now, Pedro Alvarez. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1.
1 strike.
And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. And it's fouled away.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Next will be the designated hitter, Jason Kipnis. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty V, Yogi Berra had a great saying, it ain't over till it's over. Well, this one's just about over with the team playing as well as they are and leading by as much as they are. This one is pretty much in the books.
So he gets him swinging on a pitcher's pitch. Jason Kipnis becomes the first out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Right back to him on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Well, a huge out number 2 here in the 8th. 4 outs remain, but the finish line is starting to come into focus now.
Alex Healy the next to bat. In there, 0-1. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And he struck him out. So he's now through 8 full innings. Stepping into the box, David Peralta. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat. Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Healy has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Up next for the Red Sox, the first baseman.
Ready for another chance, Mitch Moreland. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. High in the air into shallow left center. Kiner Falefa is calling for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Into the box now, Nick Markakis. He went down on strikes last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Popped him up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the end. Stepping up now, Ian Kinsler starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Behind 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And nearly into the hit column in a big way. Instead, it's a foul ball. Ready with another 2-strike offering. And now this is foul tipped at the plate, and that appeared to catch a lot of the home plate umpire in the process. Hope he's all right down there. Ready with another 2-strike offering. And he struck him out for out number 1. So now just 2 outs away from the no-no.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it. So it's a backwards K for him.
So coming to the plate, Aramis Garcia. And his dominance continues on the mound, but it seems like he might be running on adrenaline only at this point.
Yeah, he's been so great in this one. You want to see him finish what he started, but you also have to start worrying about things like injuries. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, and some guys are just more capable of that than others, but not a lot of good things tend to happen when you work as hard as he has in this one.
Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight, and Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his arm before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Standing in now, Isaiah Kiner Falefa. 0-1 the count. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
Might have been taking all the way.
And he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over.
Wow, you could feel the electricity in the air when the ninth inning started. Everyone could feel how close to history we were, but he gives up a hit and loses the no-hit bid. Man, that hurts. He just has to shake it off now and enjoy this one-hitter just the same. Great effort either way.
14-0 is the final in this one. Boston brought their big bats to the park in this one, hammering 7 home runs. Brian McHenry takes the win on the mound, his second of the year, as he tosses a complete game one-hitter. Yonny Chirinos couldn't work out.